Hello and welcome to the Metroidvania Review official stream. I have here with me today Nick.
How's it going, everybody?
And what did we do last week, Nick?
We beat the game, and then there was more game.
Yeah, spoiler alert. Notice how Samus's helmet changes on the save file now? I like how they went to the effort of making her ponytail, like... Doof, doof.
Yeah. Like, where's that ponytail in the helmet? Just, like, mooshed in there.
You know, that would be really uncomfortable. Although the back of her helmet is pretty long. Like, if you kind of, like, match her face up. Although, based on this, it seems like her nose would be pressed up right against the glass.
Her face is just mooshed up against the glass. Like a dog looking through a restaurant window.
Anyway, we'll go ahead and move forward. So today the plan is finishing off the rest of the game. I think there's like an hour left-ish. It says that we've only played for 2 hours, which is weird to me. I guess there's a lot of things that don't count as time. Although we did end a little bit early last week. Alright, so we can't open red doors, but we can open blue doors. But we can go through air vents now.
So does that mean these space pirates shoot missiles at their doors every time they want to open them?
I have no idea, to be honest. It seems like a really weird... Oh, gosh. Alright, so this part... This part, it might have a little trial and error on my part because you have to kind of like stealth through this, and I think I just got myself killed. Oh yeah, I don't have to hold a button to run in this game.
You know, one interesting thing of note is that she still has a bunch of her health.
I know, she has all of the E-tanks that you had collected.
Yeah, it means it's not her suit upgrading, it's her.
It's her upgrading. Ludonarrative dissonance for the win.
She should be just trashing everybody in Smash Bros.
So, I think that this section, a lot of people really... Oh gosh, I literally just blew up this section for no reason. Oops. Is this just a trap room? Alright, so you can't shoot in this part. Am I just dead now? Okay, I have to go back into this room.
I mean, I imagine you making Three Stooges noises every time they catch you. Like, boop, boop, boop.
Anyway, so people really think this part is cool. I think the fans do, and I think I'm dead. So we'll just go ahead and let myself die.
I think it's clever, and probably as a result, they're willing to overlook some flaws with this part of the game.
So I personally really dislike stealth sections in games that don't have the mechanics for it.
Metal Gear.
Whoops. I don't know if it's even possible to get past that guy without getting spotted. I'm sure that some speedrunner will prove me wrong, but...
You just have to stay out of his cone of vision.
Yeah, it doesn't show his cone of vision, though.
Oh, that's because they're shrimp, and it's literally just like a circle around him.
So I'll note that you can't charge your gun. I think it might get bigger the longer you don't use it. Yeah, if you look in the top left, there's a like a little bar that shows. Okay, so I think you get up right next to this, and then, oh, jeez. Okay, what I was supposed to do is go this way last time, I think, and I messed that up.
Instead you ran into the enemies.
Yeah.
Oh, where did that guy come from? This doesn't feel like stealth. This feels like run from enemies.
By the way, they can also crawl. Oh, jeez. So
The fact that they can go through doors is pretty terrifying. That's like a fundamental of horror/stealth games, is that they can't go through doors.
So in Metroid Fusion, they had a few stealth sections with sacks. I think I can just hide on this side of the wall. They're kind of dumb.
It's like, oh, I guess you disappeared.
Boy, there's like this barely head-high wall over here from a girl who can jump more than her height naturally.
I imagine them saying like Metal Gear Guard noises or sound effects, like, oh, guess it was the wind.
It's the enemy. I need help. They all have Russian accents for some reason.
Well, of course, they're Russian. I like it reminds me, through the 90s and early 2000s, there were only a handful of acceptable things that you could kill in first-person shooters. And it was like aliens, zombies, and Nazis.
Or cultists.
Or cultists, yeah. and then Grand Theft Auto came around, and everyone's like, "Oh, you can kill other people?"
What the? I like how there's an alien right there. I guess this part wouldn't be exciting if you couldn't get caught a few times.
What he was doing down there.
I gotta watch a speedrun of this, like a task, and see if it's possible to get through all this without... Because I assume that the fastest way through this is to not get caught.
Like, what happens if you shoot him with your zappy gun?
Am I trap? Okay, let's see. There's no way I'm trap. Okay. They just let me through after a while because I guess they decided they didn't want me to... Alright, and then this is like a trope with stealth sections that really drives me nuts. Yeah, in 2D platformers. As far as stealth sections go, this is actually fairly well done. It's clear that they put a lot of thought into it. Okay, we don't want to go that way because according to our map, that's backtracking. And this section is, designed with checkpoints in mind. Like if I go to the left here, there's going to be a save point that will let me keep my progress.
Like you snuck onto this ship and you're just like blasting through it, ripping it apart.
So from a narrative standpoint, I really like this part because it gives... Okay, so I mentioned that one of the things that Metroid Zero Mission accomplishes is adding more to Samus's character. You can't wall jump in this form, by the way. I don't think so, anyway. And I think that this is a great way to do it without using words, which is not a bad thing to do in a Metroid game, considering that's what Metroid has done the best in the past.
What do you mean? I feel like there was a game that didn't do that and everybody loved it.
Oh no! Okay, well we just got caught, so it's too late. Nope, we're just gonna go this way. Whoa!
Oh man, they really come out of the woodwork.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Hey, they can hit each other. That's hilarious. I forgot about that. Okay. Obviously, I'm not very good at this, which is really the reason why I don't like stealth sections, is because I'm not good at them.
Would you say you're bad?
I just sent Nick a video about not saying that you're bad, so he's just poking fun at me. What is the name of that YouTuber? He's actually fairly new, and I recommend him. He does a pretty good job with his videos.
Yeah, that was a good video. I enjoyed that.
Like, all of his videos are good. I've watched a few of them. All the videos I've watched are good. I'm sure he has, like, one that is, like, punching babies, this is how you do it. Like, I do not endorse that video.
You gotta just keep going.
Right, you just keep going until they stop crying.
Anyway, that's my baby tutorial.
That may be the darkest thing that we've ever said on stream.
Baby murder?
Although we did just stream Blasphemous, so...
Yeah, there was all sorts of baby murder in Blasphemous.
I love that they can attack each other. That's hilarious to me.
They attack each other, they're like, dang it, Dan.
What'd you do that for? Okay, we're gonna go over to their other ship.
Man, this is pretty brutal. Like, they're faster than you, they come from everywhere.
Well, like, it gives you an idea of, like, what Samus truly is, which is not something we've seen before this.
I'm actually kind of surprised they haven't done this in a more
they saw me.
baseline game.
There we go. Well, more Samus. Well, technically, you could play Zero Suit Samus in the original Metroid.
Oh, well, yeah, but she doesn't.
Or Tutu Samus.
She doesn't play any different.
No, she doesn't. So I just thought, from a narrative standpoint, this part's fantastic.
Oh, look at their little beak faces.
Yeah, we're in Chozo Ruins now. So we're like kind of Indiana Jonesing it up right now. With the,
I think you're probably Laura Crofting it up.
Okay. If you're gonna make a comparison, at least get the gender right.
Did they ever make any side-scroller Lara Croft games? Feels like something somebody would have made at some point.
I think they have it. It's probably a Metroidvania even.
I feel like it'd make a pretty good Metroidvania. Just make La Milana, but instead of the Mama Lumana character, make it Lara Croft.
Well, I mean, La Milana 2 does have Limbs of Limnosa, I think is his name. Like, this really bizarre, long name. His daughter, which doesn't make sense considering he's like 30 or whatever, and his daughter's like 20.
He started his family early.
I feel like we talked about this before. Oh, that's right. Somebody streamed. It was Caldrath who streamed La Milana on a Wednesday stream.
Oh yeah, I think I caught a part of that. La Milana did not look like it was something that I would enjoy.
No, I do not think that it is your type of game at all. Get in. Oh wait, we gotta drop aggro. Nope, he saw me.
I bet when he was following you earlier on the bridge that disappears, if you turn around and shoot him, it'll stun him and then he drop down.
What the? I thought I was in the darkness. Maybe I should have ducked. Okay, well he helped me out just now by opening the door for me. I think that's kind of cool. Samus can shoot through bomb walls. I'm gonna point that out real quick. With her stun gun, like, why did you need to get the bomb? Just take your suit off for a second, or take your arm off.
Does she? I wonder if she has a arm underneath that, or if it's like Mega Man.
So I've seen some like crosscuts of Samus suits, like fan crosscuts, and most of them seem to think that the arm is much bigger than her actual arm, which makes sense. I mean, look how skinny she is.
True.
Oh, so this is interesting. So there's a super bomb. Okay, let me think for a minute. This is actually in the Chozo ruin. So
that Chozo was sitting there very seductively.
So this looks like this is the... I actually misinterpreted this the first time I played. We're going to go over here because I think this is the save point, yeah. So are you playing with any sound on right now, Nick?
Yeah. I've got all the sound on.
Anyway, I'll let you know when I think sound is important. So I misinterpreted this the last time I played. I actually thought that they were because I had forgotten that this was sitting on a Chozo statue. So apparently the pirates are stealing Chozo technology for their own purposes. See, they just took the power bomb.
I like that he's carrying it away.
I think this is why do I keep forgetting his name? The guy who wrote this game. I want to say Sakamoto or something like that. I need to like memorize it before I start any stream so I can be like, oh yeah, this guy. Any stream that I'm talking about Metroid, I mean.
I feel like there's certain people where I always have a hard time remembering their name.
Yeah, and I don't understand it because, you know, I remember Koji Igarashi all the time, but...
There's an actor, and now I'm not going to be able to remember his name, so this is great content right here. But he's the guy that always talks real weird.
Two old guys trying to remember names, the stream.
Hey, remember that guy? I can't remember his name. What was his name?
What was that whippersnapper who made that game back when he was 20?
You know the one.
He's pretty good for a whippersnapper.
I like how vain the Chozo were. They just like put their faces on everything.
I like how we're playing like crawl through the vents time.
Yeah, they're like, get back here.
Okay, now they're the old men, and they're like, get off my lawn. Oh gosh.
Apparently the Chozo were just like ancient Egyptians.
So Caldrath is teasing me now. He says that maybe I prefer Castlevania because I remember Castlevania's creator better than I remember Metroid's writer. Even though I praise Metroid all the time, and I really botched that section up.
And things when they go south in this,
oh gosh,
like, this part just really goes south.
Yeah, well, that's stealth games for you.
Yeah, but most good stealth games will give you a pretty good opportunity to overcome a fail state.
Sure, and with this game, the fail state isn't... It becomes a chase sequence as soon as you fail, which is maybe a little different than some stealth games. Like, you don't just run from things in, like, Metal Gear Solid. How's it going, Animator AR? And, So I don't, like I said, I don't hate this section. It's just, it's not a Metroidvania at this point.
True.
So
yeah, this is definitely more of just a straight platformer.
Some people are like, this is the best part of the, or this is the best thing that happens in the game, and I'm like, it's fine.
I mean, it's just novel. It's different.
Sure. No, I agree. And it's not like so long that it like completely wears out its welcome or anything. All right, let's see. So what I did last time is I just kind of walked in here, and that guy was already looking at me.
Yeah, so you can't sneak by these guys. It's not like they automatically catch you. Yeah, I'm not real
That
sure.
one's really hard.
It is entertaining when they kill each other.
I don't even know if this is the best way to go, because you kind of end up on the bottom of everything. I need to use my gun more. I think that's the problem. I am doing well. Run. Nope, up.
Samus, on the other hand, is having a hard time with things.
So, Metroid Fusion had the Sax stealth section, so I kind of look at this as an evolution of that. As this game came after Metroid Fusion, or from a development standpoint. Oh my gosh, okay, this is too much.
There's like 6 of them.
Okay.
Actually, they'll all kill each other down there.
Yeah, I was about to say, so you can't jump up there. Alright, come here. Alright, I think this will do it. Did they get killed? They killed all 6 of them. What the crap? Or like 4 of them, 4 of the 6.
Yeah, they're not very bright.
No.
You should steal their shoot on the horizontal technology.
They look like cockroaches, and they have about the intelligence of cockroaches. All right, so this part
of the prawns from District what was it, District 9.
Okay, so I just lost aggro. So as long as there's none like standing right here, I should be okay. Okay. Yeah, this is the part where it like locks you out of progress if you... We're killing the District 9 characters. Didn't they make those guys like super sympathetic?
Oh yeah, they did. By the end of the movie, you felt super bad for them.
I need to watch that movie. There's like so many movies I don't watch because I play Metroidvania games all day. Every day.
You haven't seen District 9? It's solid.
All day is strong. During my free time, I should put it that way. District 9 I have not seen, no. Alright, these look like good...
Well, you'll be happy, I do have the music on, it's just very quiet.
Okay, well that's good. It's not as important in this game. It's going to be more important next week. I mostly wanted to test if the stream was too choppy if I did this.
Dude, it's too bad you don't actually look like that, because the guy in that mural looks awesome.
So we get a flashback with Samus, and shows that she was raised by the Chozo.
Man, they were not good at haircuts.
And she mentioned at the beginning of this mission that this is a place that she had been before. Maybe possibly that she grew up on Planet Zebes. And then we get a boss fight.
Oh.
And,
Seems like you frequently have to fight Chozo security systems.
so I think we just attacked that thing. I don't remember the trick here. Okay, so you shoot it when it glows. That's what the trick is.
Considering the stripped down mechanics, they really can't do much with this boss fight.
Sure. And yes, you do fight a lot of Chozo security systems. The Chozo are not the greatest people, you kind of learn, especially with the official remake of Metroid 2. Like, their technology is kind of what starts all of the conflict in the galaxy. Because as you saw, the pirates were stealing the power bomb from them.
Sure.
Oh gosh. Come on, we just gotta do one more.
Oh, that's pretty common in media. The ancient civilization that seeds all the problems that the galaxy is currently having.
Right.
It basically describes Starcraft.
Oh, come on. I think I need to count and time it right as it happens. Do I need to hit with a fully charged blast? Oh gosh. Okay, there we go. I think I got it. I mean, as far as having a boss fight while you're Zero Suit Samus, it's about as good as they can do, I think.
Wait, was this to like unlock a suit out of their vault?
Yeah. Well, they suggest that Samus knew this was here.
Well, now we learn that Samus transforms like a magical girl.
So all of those items that we couldn't understand before are now compatible with this suit. So now we have a plasma beam, which did not exist in the original Metroid, so I think that's neat. Gravity suit, which lets us move through water, of course. And now we have the space jump. So the only thing we're missing from the Super Metroid kit is the power bomb. Yep, we're in the end game. Welcome, Retrovania. So remember how the Varia suit upgrade didn't give you the pauldrons?
Oh, they come in now.
Yep, so now we're fully powered, and all of that headache we had earlier, you'll notice that the music has switched to
Traditional.
Samus's like superhero music.
To Wreck House.
Right. Saturday's doing pretty good so far.
Yeah, we got a new power suit. Things are going good.
Yeah, going great. Now, I mentioned this at the beginning of the stream. I am going to be doing some original Metroid stuff at the end of the stream.
Okay, I have to go turn my heat off. Be right back.
Okay. Don't tell me this is Powerball. Okay. So now we can start collecting upgrades again. Come on. Come on. Oops. There we go. Okay, so that's interesting. I actually did not realize that about Zero Mission's space jump. Probably because you have it for such a short period of time in the game. But in Metroid or AM2R, it works just like a double jump where you just push the button and you just kind of start jumping.
Keep going on.
Yeah. I love how they give you all the opportunities to show like how powerful you are now in this suit. Like it's just a fantastic power trip, and it's a great way to end that section. You know?
Yeah, go from 0 to 60.
Right. Alright, let me go over here. I'm still kind of trying to explore a little bit because you notice that we're missing 3 E-Tanks, so I would not mind having those. And super missiles are also always welcome. They're pretty sparing with like the additions in the Metroid 1 remake section of the game. But then like at this point they're like, all right, have all these super missiles. Okay, have some more E-Tanks. Now you can have power bombs. I like how we can even blow up the eyes that are on the wall. Like...
Yeah, you're just ripping everything out. You're a psycho. All of these space pirates aren't actually space pirates. They're space archaeologists, and you're just murderizing.
Alright, how do we get to this thing? Oh, there's a missile spot.
Okay, so I pulled up Metroid Trivia.
Uh-huh. Are you gonna test me?
Okay, so question number 1. Which of these is Samus's dark suit? Oh, wait, that...
Dark suit? Oh, is it Dark Samus's suit, or is it the...
Well, no, it's all pictures.
Oh. Alright, is it the dark one? Is it the light one?
It is the dark one.
It's the one from Metroid Prime 2, and it should have a like red visor.
Alright, so which is the
Oh,
name?
check this out, check this out. Look at this pirate.
Oh, he's hiding.
He's hiding. It's
You don't
great.
See me. Oh!
Oh man, see, this makes the whole stealth section worth it.
He was like shaking, like terrified in there. Like, you don't see me.
I went ahead and killed him anyway, even though I probably didn't need to. So I remember I said in a previous stream that I don't kill if I don't have to. Well, I just proved myself as a complete liar.
You love to kill. What's the name of the Metroid's home planet? This one's real hard.
SR388.
Correct.
That's actually hard, except for the fact that I had to review 3 Metroid 2 games this last year. So I got a lot of practice writing out SR388 in my text.
Okay, so what is the name of the ancient avian species in the Metroid series? So the best part of this is the wrong answers.
What are the... Okay, yeah, you tell me the wrong answers.
So we have the Chows.
The Chows? What?
The Chasmo. The Colts.
Wow.
And the Chozo.
Little baby horses.
So obviously the Colts. Did you ever see a living Chozo in any of the Metroid games?
Don't know. You saw one just now.
I feel like that would be, like, if they wanted to make another narrative-driven Metroid, bringing back a Chozo, I feel like, would be really interesting. And make him the bad guy. Make him the villain of the game.
So we just got past the power trip section, and now they're actually adding pirates that can do something to us.
And it's a good thing this section wasn't before you had the power suit.
I think those things can only be killed by the screw attack.
Oh, here you go. Question number 3. Which legendary Nintendo employee was producer of the original Metroid?
Of the original Metroid? I want to say... Is it Miyamoto?
That's one of the options.
Gosh, I don't know if Miyamoto was responsible for it, but I'm going to say him.
Ah, it's wrong.
Okay, who is it?
Gunpei Yokoi.
Yokoi? Yeah, I heard that before. Obviously, my focus is more on talking about the games than it is talking about the meta around the games.
So what year did Super Metroid for the Super Nintendo launch in the US?
1993? Or 1995?
You actually danced around the correct answer. It's 1994.
Okay, I knew it was around that time. Oh no, I hate these things. Stupid robots.
Man, space pirates should have made their armor out of whatever that robot's made out of.
Yeah.
Is he like a portable trash can?
He's up there to let me know there's a super missile up here.
Oh, that's nice of him.
No, those guys are in Super Metroid and they're annoying there too.
I like that the space pirates were like, hey, I just pulled the super missile out of the ruins. Where should I put it? Put it behind that fake wall.
Oh. Okay, I guess we can't go through here yet because we don't have the super bomb. But there is a... Come on.
So, which series antagonist is also known as the Cunning God of Death?
Dark Samus? Or
That's not one of the 4 options.
Or maybe it's
we got Craig, Mother Brain, Ridley, and someone named Cormeyer?
I'm gonna go with Ridley.
That's correct.
Okay, that sounds like something they would say about Ridley. Oh my gosh, he really they call him the God of Death. So people were saying that like Ridley was like the death of the Metroid series and Mother Brain was the Dracula. So he's literally death.
Although, would you really describe him as cunning? Does he do anything in any of these games to suggest that he's cunning?
Well, he came and tried to stop us.
Well, yeah, he came to this planet, waited in a room for us to show up, and then we murdered him in about 30 seconds.
Right.
Maybe that's why he's the God of Death, because he died so easy.
Maybe that is the answer. I can't remember what the best way to kill these guys is. It might be super missiles. But my favorite thing to do with them is just ignore them. Just
But
don't
do you
look.
remember which game the dark suit first appears?
That would be Metroid Prime 2. See, this is why these things are annoying. Get out of the way.
I keep pushing with missiles.
Seriously, though, you're right. They should make the armor out of that guy's armor. The problem with the armor is that the only thing you can do is waddle around once you're in it, so that's why they don't use it. Okay, we're on the other side of that yellow door, which means we're probably reaching the power bomb soon. I'm used to automatically crawling now that I've been Zero Suit for a little bit. So these bomb sections are never necessary.
Yeah, this is just tedious. I would guess that was a loading screen if there were loading screens.
Yeah. See, when you do loading screens that way, that is a little bit more clever than, just waiting. Although it's harder to check your phone when they do it that way.
True. I was thinking of Uncharted. They did that a ton in Uncharted, where you're always like pushing doors open slowly or crawling through a little tight space.
Yeah, that's a little clever. They did the same thing in Jedi Fallen Order, which people compare to Uncharted all the time.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Any more?
So which Metroid game is the best-selling game today?
I'm gonna say Prime 1.
Let's see. That is one of the options. And it's correct!
Yeah. I thought it might be. I think there's a boss in this room.
Oh, here we go. This is tough. How many officially released games, full retail only, including all remakes, compilations, and spin-offs, feature the word Metroid in the title?
How many?
Yeah, we have 11, 12, 14, or 16.
I want to say 12, but I may be wrong on that.
You're wrong. There's 14!
Is there 14?
So we've got Metroid, Metroid 2, Return of Samus, Super Metroid, Metroid Fusion, Metroid Prime, Metroid Zero Mission, and then in parentheses, the best remake ever made? Question mark? Metroid Prime 2, Metroid Prime Pinball, Metroid Prime Hunters. What is Metroid Prime Hunters?
So I probably wasn't thinking about Federation Force, but I'm wondering what 13 is.
Metroid Prime 3 Corruption, Metroid Prime Trilogy.
Oh, you're counting that? That's not fair.
It does say all remakes.
That doesn't... Okay, I guess that... It does count because it does substantially change Metroid Prime 1 and 2.
Metroid Other M, Metroid Prime Federation Force, and then in parentheses, fan favorite? Really?
No. This is at least... That is like the game that made everybody angry.
Oh, right. And then Metroid Samus Returns.
Okay. So they did catch Metroid Samus Returns. Alright, well I didn't think about the Prime Trilogy, and I did forget about Federation Force.
Apparently there was a downloadable game for the 3DS called Metroid Prime Blast Ball, but they don't count that because it didn't have a full retail release.
So I actually played Metroid Prime Hunters on the original DS, and we did do link cables to play, and that game hurts your wrists. Because they make you use the stylus to like do the first-person aiming, which is the weirdest choice. I mean, I don't know how else we would do it with the control scheme, but...
Wow. Nintendo loves their weird, stupid controls.
But for the time, it was really neat to have a FPS that you could play ad hoc with your friends using... Like, in general, the Wi-Fi capability... Oh gosh, do I have to jump that? This is going to be rough.
Yeah, that was kind of ahead of its time.
Yeah, so it was cool. It was cool from a technology standpoint. Is that enough? Nope. All right, we'll give this one more shot, and then we'll call it quits.
So was Ritter was
Right.
Metroid Prime Hunters any good? Like, is it worth playing?
I'll let him answer that. So this is weird. It looks like I could keep going down, but... Oh, I guess that's weird. Come on. Alright, I think this is the final boss.
I was gonna say, this feels like a boss room.
And guess who it is?
It's... Robo Ridley!
Because we can't escape Ridley. What is the trick? I think you hit his chest.
It's so ramshackle. Wait, was Ridley a robot the whole time?
No, this is just a... I don't know. I think this is like the AI of the ship. So, again, Metroid other...
I like he's like, make it look like me.
Other M suggests that the pirates like to use AIs, so...
Oh yeah, it makes sense if they just hodgepodged it together real quick.
That's also a possibility. Okay, now that his chest is open, we'll go ahead and switch to super missiles. Come on. I like how it's like a techno version of Ridley's theme.
Oh yeah, it's fun.
Alright. Whoops.
Oh, that's cool. Even has missiles.
And that's it for Mecha Ridley.
That was fun. You know what would have been cool is if he used a bunch of the technology that they pulled out of the Chozo ruins.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, is he gonna explode like everything else in this
No,
game?
he sets a self-destruct system. We couldn't end it without the self-destruct. Oh gosh, what is the... Okay, it's up here.
Oh yeah, that would make sense. They like scooped up what was left and they robo-copped him.
Yeah.
And then we just show up and kill him again. He's like, oh, I hate you so much.
Wait, do I need to go down that passageway in order to get through this? Oh, we're stuck here now. Super Bomb. There we go. AKA the X-Ray, the games that don't have X-Rays. I choose the Super Bomb so much in Metroid Fusion just to figure out where I was supposed to go. So we're trying to make our way back to that spaceship that we saw.
You think these guys would be trying to escape?
Oh, that's actually possibly true. Dr. Rocket saying that they may have been trying to regenerate Ridley already. I mean, obviously Ridley comes back, and I don't know. They also establish, again, spoiler alert for Other M, that Ridley is just something you can clone. I mean, did you think we could get through Other M without Ridley showing up at some point? That's actually the most infamous scene. Oh wait, I think I can go this way. Yeah, okay.
So what you're saying is, at the end of the day, Ridley... Wait, now, how do I phrase this?
I have to speed boost. Get out of here.
The friends were the Ridleys we made along the way. There we go. Oh, he's like, oh, come on, man, quit shoving me.
Oh, I can't even go through that door.
They're probably vacuums. They're like this world's version of the Roomba.
I don't know. I guess that would be the only purpose they could serve.
So what are we doing with the rest of the time after that?
Get out of the way. Move it. I hate these things so much. We're going to be looking at some Metroid 1 stuff. The original.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that they give you access to that.
Yeah. So, I wanted to show the original ending because I think it's relevant to playing Super Metroid later. And then I wanted to show Kraid.
Because he's not all big.
And I'm going to use passcodes to get to those endings quickly. Alright, this is like... These guys are actually harder than the original.
Oh, wow. Yeah, they are. Dang.
I don't understand why they're so freaking hard.
Do you have any super missiles? Super missiles. Super missile.
I don't know if super missiles work. I think you have to use charge shots. Alright, that did it.
Man, that was tough.
Those guys are harder than Mecha Wrigley, in my opinion.
Yeah, they should have just thrown those guys at. Steal one of their shit.
Or at least they feel harder because you're in the middle of...
Yeah, Hey man, you should really be getting in one of those other ships.
I love these pirates. They're just so hilarious.
Oh, let me open the door for you.
Oh, gosh. And then we left another crater on Zeebs. I think she just plugs the arm into, like, she can access maps and stuff. I think you can just interface, like, a USB port.
I mean, it makes sense. All of the save
With the
points
gun.
are space pirate technology.
All right, well, that was Metroid Zero Mission. And it's a bombastic, fun way to add a little extra to the game and have a little power trip with the obtaining of the gravity suit. And if you want, you can leave the pirate ship and get back to the planet and get secrets that you couldn't get before. I think there's some power bombs hidden on Zeebs, so 100%ing this game is kind of fun. I wonder what ending we got. We actually went through this fairly fast. I think we may have gotten under 2.5 hours. But I don't remember what the cutoff point is. I think it might be 2 hours.
Oh. Although we did see her without the suit on already, so I'm not sure what the secret ending really gives you.
I like how you're like, Samus without the suit on is the reward.
Well, no, it's like that was the unlock. It was the, oh, surprise, it's, look at her.
They have like an anime like CG that you get to see. So overall, I really love Metroid Zero Mission. Obviously, I gave it a 5 out of 5. There's one thing that disappoints me about it, though, and that is that I really wanted this game to establish how much of a threat the Metroids were, and they're like less than a minute of the game. Like, and they're not quite as scary as they were in the original. And the reason why...
The original, they feel a lot more horror-esque.
The reason why I wanted them to establish that the Metroids were so powerful, though, is because the next game, the Galactic Federation, tells you to commit genocide on them and make them go extinct from the galaxy by going to their home planet and just destroying all of them. And so I'm like, you gotta justify that. And they missed the opportunity to do that.
Maybe it's less the threat that the Metroids themselves pose and more what the threat of what the space pirates could do if they weaponized the Metroids, which makes extinguishing them even more heinous.
Right. No, that's exactly why the Galactic Federation asks you to do it and hire Samus to do it. But they could have taken the opportunity to really show what the pirates can do with the Metroids in this. But as you can see, the last scene that you see in the game is her being raised by the Chozo. So this game was about Samus. I think it's possible.
I like that little drawing.
I think it's possible if this game sold better that they would have maybe done a sequel to Zero Mission and did something before Metroid 2 to justify it, but that never happened.
You only got helmet off.
Yeah, I only got helmet off.
I think you missed it by like 2 minutes.
Oh, really? That's terrible. Probably because I died so many times in the stealth section.
That's because Craig killed you.
All right, well, I apologize. I won't be showing the other CGs on this particular stream. Maybe sometime in the future. But these days you can just look it up on the wiki if you really want to see what the CG looks like. Although it doesn't do the zoom. Well, maybe it does. I don't know if the wiki has all that.
I like they did all those action shots of her posing. She's like, yeah.
And so Dr. Octorocket asked if there was a game requirement for both low clear time and high clear percent. Yes, if you get 100% and under the 2 hours, then you get the best screen. All right, and we just unlocked the original Metroid, which we're going to use right now. So that's really my only, from a Metroid fan standpoint. Okay, so you can kind of look at your screens after you've, so you don't have to beat the game again to see the screen again.
I like the look of that suit. Looks neat.
But that's really my main criticism from a story standpoint, is that I feel like they could have done more with the Metroids. Again, that could have been covered in a sequel or something. And the Metroid Prime series technically takes place before Metroid 2, so you could say that Metroid Prime is the gap there. However, Metroid Prime doesn't really do a great job making Metroids threatening either, in my opinion, with the exception of the Metroid Prime.
Maybe they'll make them more scary in the new one they're making.
Maybe. We'll see. I mean, they have the good opportunity there. All right, so I'm using the password that lets you go to Turian fully powered. I am going to be using save saves. I said that weird. Save states in every room that I come across. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dashes, and then N question W.
And I remember this password system.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Yeah, what a pain. Well, think about it. There's a lot of kind of like permutations they have to code into it.
So apparently the Japanese version of this game had battery backup.
Wow, really?
Yeah, and that was this is something they added to the American version of the game, or the North American release.
Although that probably makes the actual old school cartridges more valuable and as the American version, since the battery backup probably doesn't hold out anymore.
Sure.
The Japanese ones.
There are people who can fix that for you, though. No battery was a disk. That's right. It was a disk drive system thing. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start with a save state, just so I don't have to type in that password again if I mess this up. This first part of this section. So I actually practiced this using my Wii U copy of this game. So one of my biggest criticisms about Metroid, the original, is look at my energy, and there's no way to stop that. Like, you always start with 30 energy.
Which means you always have to go farm energy.
Yeah. I just tried to hit R1 to use my missiles. I'm still in Metroid Zero mode, or Zero Mission mode. Oh gosh. Okay. You really do not want to get eaten by the Metroids in this game.
Would you say they're more of a threat? Oh yeah, you did say that. They're more of a threat in this version than...
This is the version where they're the most threat, in my opinion.
I just thought your icon for missiles looked like an anchor.
Well, clearly this is the North American release of the game that they included with Metroid Zero Mission. Which is good for me, because it means I don't have to play the game in order to show off what Mother Brain and the Metroids looked like in the original. So one thing that I think was a missed opportunity from like connecting Zero Mission to Super Metroid standpoint is that Super Metroid uses these like bubble platforms when you return to Zebes, and that's part of the nostalgia they're trying to create when
they're tying into
the original. Yeah. And not reproducing that imagery kind of hurts Zero Mission as a prequel to Super Metroid, in my opinion. Does it show the save state screen when I use it? Just out of curiosity. And here's the Cheerios of death. I'm just going to kind of layer in shots because I really don't want this Metroid to catch me. No! And then there's 2 of them. Alright, kill him quick. Alright, and then get this guy frozen again. One thing that's nice about them is that they do stay frozen for a lot longer. If they catch you, though, you're pretty much done. It's like over.
They nom on all your energy?
So I went and beat Mother Brain to practice for this because I didn't want to like totally be terrible on stream. And I think that, oh gosh, the Zero Mission version of Mother Brain is actually harder.
Oh, I think that's absolutely the case.
Okay, come on.
Wow, they really do sit on you for a long time.
Yeah, it's brutal. Okay, we're not dead yet. Although I am using way too many missiles. Oh wait, no, I'm looking at my energy. Wrong number. 74 missiles, how did I do that? Whoa.
Whoa, that was...
I think you can hurt them when they're not frozen in this game, which is unusual for future Metroid games. Yeah, the drops are really important since you don't start with any energy. So my original plan was like possibly to, although by the way, I don't think that the screw attack kills those Cheerios. My original plan was to possibly grind for health, and I didn't really want to do that on stream, so I practiced this a couple of times to see if I can get through without grinding.
I'm gonna show your elite Metroid OG skills.
Yeah, I'm not really. This is like, I've only played this game once, and that was last year, so there's definitely no elite Metroid OG skills coming from me as I talk in Captain Kirk voice.
No, OG
trying to avoid Cheerios.
These Cheerios are eating my face.
Kill the Metroid before he kills you. Wait, maybe maybe the screw attack did help me. Oh gosh, oh no. Okay, that was really lucky.
Oh, I thought he got you.
No, I froze him just in time. Now, obviously, the presentation values here are a lot lower, so them actually being scary with this goofy 8-bit aesthetic is entirely based on how much damage they do to you if they catch you.
Yeah, and then they do those jump scares with tree frogs.
Did you see the tree frog just now? That's hilarious. I'm actually really surprised about that.
Oh, it's probably because I'm not watching on Twitch. I'm watching you through the voice stream.
Oh, that's right.
I can see it. Probably they can't see it. I see behind the scenes.
Literally behind the scenes. It's a good thing I don't have like
tree frog. What are you talking about?
It's a good thing all of my computer backgrounds are family friendly. Whoa. Okay. Luckily you can like stop them right as they catch you.
Yeah.
So as long as you're spamming your ice beam, it's not such a huge deal. But you do have to kind of slowly move your way through. Oh. That was clutch. Got my ice beam out just in time.
What interesting though, because this looks like a like this area doesn't look organic. This looks like it's technology all around you, and yet this is where the Metroids show up. So it's almost like the Metroids live in a technological area, which doesn't make a ton of sense.
Oh no, this is the pirates have totally captured the Metroids and are raising them.
Oh, okay. So this is like naturally what this area looks like.
No, and then Mother Brain is an AI like created to control the Metroids.
I gotcha. Oh, so all those Metroids attacking you were actually Mother Brain attacking you.
Yeah, I guess so. You can probably make that argument. Alright, this is the thing that really does damage to you. Alright, so Mother Brain is actually a lot easier on this mode because you can just hide behind here. Whoops. Alright, if you fall here, you're pretty much gonna die, which is good that I save state. Okay, actually I got knocked out. I was really lucky. Don't get knocked in there. Okay.
As the game runs at like 7 frames a second.
Right. If I can actually hit her. I think if you stand right here, you can spam missiles, but...
Yeah, you can.
So you kind of have to stop every once in a while to stop the Cheerios. If you have plenty of missiles, you can just use missiles instead of having to hit the select button every time. I'm probably going to die just because I'm on stream. I actually beat her the first try when I was practicing. What's that?
You can do it. I believe in you.
The problem with these Cheerios is they don't telegraph at all. They just kind of appear.
Yeah.
And they don't seem to follow any specific pattern. Like I could be standing here firing missiles for a little while. Oh gosh. Of course that could just, like right there, I just fired 2 Cheerios for no reason. Oh gosh. The luckiest thing that can happen to me, come on, is that he dies right now. Or she. Nope, there we go. I knew it was going to happen.
Pew, 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 pew.
Okay, let's try this again. And that is why I was safe stating. We went through the other Mother Brain fight without save stating even once, so that will tell you the difference between these two games in difficulty.
Well, their performance in this version of the fight is a definite detriment to the challenge. Like you're fighting against the fact that the controls are all slowed down.
Nope. Not with the Cheerio coming at me. Okay, get rid of the Cheerios. Get out of the way. Okay. Come on. I just wanted to show the ending. That's all. All I wanted to do. The next half hour of the stream is me struggling at this part right here.
Mother Brain.
Yeah, if we have time, I'd like to show Craig too. Oh, okay.
See, the mistake you're making is you're getting hit.
I'm going to say that the Wii version, or the Wii U version of this is easier. And that's why I did it off stream. Okay. I'm getting flustered, that's the problem.
Why did I give her an eye? Does she really need an eye?
Oh, like the new version?
Well, no. I mean, even in this version. Like,
her eye is a little bit weird, but yeah, I don't understand, like, from a design standpoint. But it is organic. Maybe it was just like something that happened as part of the process. Like, unintentional eyeball in the design. They're like, it doesn't hurt anything.
Imagine making, like, a biomechanical AI, and then when you make it, it's got an eyeball on it that you didn't design.
It's like, all right, well. I like how it only takes one shot to open the glass in this game.
Yeah, what was the point of that glass?
Nope. Get out of here, Cheerios. Okay, so I think what the trick is that the Cheerios will not spawn unless there are less than 3 on the screen. So as long as I don't want to shoot the Cheerios, in other words. Like, destroying the Cheerios is a bad choice. You just want to dodge them.
Can you freeze the Cheerios?
That's actually a good point. I wonder if you can. Yes, you can. Okay, this might be the trick. All right, we found the pro strats, although now I'm in the lava, and that's going to screw everything up.
Bath. Yeah, there we go. That's where this is at. You got to freeze them, and then that gives you a little bit of time to rock it.
All right, cool. All right, we found the trick. And then you just stand right here and spam. If I can get in there. The lag is real, guys.
Oh, yeah, this is where it's at.
All right, we found the trick. I'm glad that we can think through this. That actually makes me like this boss fight more, except for the part that's so unintuitive.
True. Oh, no, they block you from getting up.
Yeah. No. Okay, well, this is good enough. Nope. Okay, maybe I shouldn't use that as a platform. All right, get that one. Nope, I blew it up. Stop right there. Okay, perfect. Nope.
Actually, the best would, you should freeze a Cheerio, like, just below the entrance to the last part there, and then you can just stand on the Cheerio and spam your missiles without having to crawl into that little tight space.
Yeah. Alright, get in there. She can't have that many more hit points left. Oh. Too fast. The problem is that the physics are so wonky. Alright, come on. Alright, so I said that the Metroid Zero Mission version of this boss was easier. I take all of that back. Okay, there we go. Luckily the lava cools. Alright, get out fast. The bomb is set. I don't know who'd set that time bomb.
Yeah, it's just everything in space pyrotechnology explodes when you kill it.
Anyway, 100% of the reason I showed this part is because you revisit this particular section in Super Metroid and the room where Mother Brain is destroyed. And that time limit is actually a legitimate problem if you happen to fall at any point, because as you can see, it is really easy to miss every single platform on your way down. Luckily, you have full air control, which I think is sort of unusual for, I think Mega Man in this game had it, and then like most Nintendo games I think had some kind of momentum that you had to fight with. Anyway, you have plenty of time as long as you don't panic.
Yeah, the countdowns are usually never too tight.
General Mills is going to cease and desist me. Great, you fulfilled your mission. It will revive peace in space, but it may be invaded by the other Metroid. Pray for true peace in space.
What does that mean?
Watch out for the other Metroid.
What other Metroid?
I'm using a PS4 controller to answer that question. Oh, I forgot that she has her navel showing in this one.
Oh, why is she in like a bikini?
She's like total bikini in this one. So that was the original Metroid ending, as long as we're going through endings. So as you notice, in this version of the Metroid, the focus is completely on the Metroids, unless you get this ending, and then you get to see Samus. Yeah, I guess that's true. When you're using NES graphics, that is one way you can make it completely obvious that she's a woman.
If it's just the Zero suit, people are like, "Oh man, look at that long-haired man. He sure is skinny."
You know what? Back in the day, you might have had that problem. People on the playgrounds would be like arguing about it. So yeah, that was a big reveal because the manual actually trolls you. I think they used the he pronoun to describe Samus.
Probably wasn't even intentional. Probably the people that wrote the manual in English never played the game and never unlocked that ending and had no clue that Samus was actually a woman.
Yeah. I don't know how the Japanese would have been written, but
I always think of the Legend of Zelda enemy names when I think of weird translations.
I think it's neat that they updated the copyright to 2004 in this version of the ROM. So apparently the Japanese manual intentionally avoided gendered pronouns.
Yeah, just to refer to her as Samus and wouldn't have to deal with it. Are we going to go look at Short Crade now?
Yeah, we're going to look at Short Crade now. I'm going to have to reboot the game, though. It's funny that this version of Samus doesn't have the bikini. Are we invincible now? Or are we just starting over again? I think you start with... they were really, like, stingy with the energy in this game, and I don't know why. So you could also link to Metroid Fusion. I think you get Fusion Suit mode. Alright, I'm just looking up the password that we're going to use, which is the cheat code password. If I can find it. It's like Narpus Sword or something like that. There we go. So we're going to use the cheat code because I don't have to try it. Because if I have to try it, we're probably going to take a long time. So, okay, so that's also an interesting cheat code that they put into the game. I think this is debug mode.
Wait, what does the opening game say? It says defeat the Metroid?
Yeah.
Is it talking about them in the plural, or... Because that makes it sound like they're talking about Mother Brain like she's a Metroid.
Let's see. And then it's Narpus Sword.
Oh, it's an actual word.
Yeah, we'll also show off Justin Bailey before we close the stream, just so you can see. Although you could probably just believe me on that one. And then the rest of them are zeros. So what this does is it gives you infinite missiles and infinite health. And I'm going to pull out a map so I don't get lost, although I probably won't because we just played the Metroid Zero Mission.
So even in Japanese, they try to troll you.
So you have infinite missiles, and your ice beam looks bigger for some reason. I don't know what that's all about. It doesn't go through walls, so it doesn't seem to have the... Oh yeah, I forgot you can't shoot down in this game. By the way, you can't shoot down in this game. And also you can't duck, so if an enemy is beneath you, you have to use bombs. Just a couple of little quirks of the original that make it such a better game.
Wait, really? You can't crouch fire?
Nope. When you push down, you immediately go into ball form.
Huh.
Oh gosh. I have to refresh my page here on this map that I pulled up. I think that's the door we can go through. So remember what I was saying, that the original had the statues?
Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah. Kind of neat environmental storytelling there. So if you remember last week's stream, or I guess it would be 2 weeks ago that we did Crade, the layout is actually very similar, and they did a really good job, I think, copying the layout of the original while still making it worth... Or making all of the content, good, I guess. I think where we want to go is this way, actually. This is why I haven't... Oh, great. Fine, I guess I'll go and make you respawn.
Forgot you could do that.
I actually think we can go left and it's fine, so we'll go this way.
Man, that slowdown.
Alright, so you said there weren't pipes in this game. There they are.
No, I said there weren't, but they all look like dishes in this game. And they do look like dishes.
I think we can go down here. But I don't know how. Go figure that I would get lost. And it has been over a year since I played this, so...
Oh yeah, it's been 20 years since I played this.
And if nothing else, we're kind of showing off what the game looked like, at least.
I think it actually holds up pretty okay.
Graphically speaking, yeah, I think so. As you saw, like, the slowdown and stuff. I wonder if the Japanese version of the game's better.
What, the slowdown?
Yeah. I think that red door is where we want to go.
Since it was on the disc system?
Yeah. I don't know if we can get to that red door. I think we have to use this platform. Come on, just... Okay, shoot one, please. I swear I'm not... Okay, I have to wait for him now. Alright. So, nice weather this weekend, right? Okay, try not to use the screw attack. Okay.
The disadvantage of not letting you turn it off.
Yeah. Whoops. I guess there's no reason not to use missiles. I guess you can spam your regular shots, so that's a reason to still use regular shots. Oh, alright. Well, we can't get hurt, so might as well just go through the lava. The lava is so devastating in this game.
Yeah, it shreds you.
So, okay, I'm talking based off of what I've heard. I do not have a confirmation for this, but I have heard that Metroid was inspired by the Alien series.
Really?
And that is why, so the Metroids are basically just facehuggers. Oh, shoot, I think we went the right way just now. Oh well, we'll show off tiny Kraid. I was going to show fake Kraid. So there's a fake Kraid that looks exactly like regular Kraid. I think he's like a slightly different color that you can find. We're not going to show him though because I don't want to have to backtrack to it.
Yeah, he's just a palette swap.
He's just a palette swap. I like his base. It's kind of neat.
His goopy little face entrance.
So when I played this last year, I had to sit in here and do this for like 15 minutes.
That's why it's there.
And then use the password to get to Turian when I finally got to the end so that I could see the good ending. Some of these doors actually take like 10 missiles. Alright, there's Kraid.
And he's not huge.
I think this is another situation where it's good to freeze his projectiles. And then I think it's better to get on his back. Nope, never mind. So I think it's hilarious that he's like the same size as Samus. It's really quite funny
He looks like a
to me.
hedgehog.
He looks like a hedgehog.
And it's a good thing you're invincible because Kraid would kill you again.
Yeah. I don't know if that messed up my... Okay, it did not mess up my infinite missiles. I think there's a E-tank? Maybe I'm not remembering correctly. It says there's an E-tank. Okay, there it is. I don't know how you get to it. I think you have to turn into ball form and roll into it. Like, you open it. And by the way, E-tanks heal you completely, so... no, maybe I'm doing that wrong. Or maybe you have to bomb jump into it? Okay, I don't think bomb jumping was much of a thing in this game. I could be completely wrong on that. Actually, now that I think about it, I think speedrunners use bomb jumping.
Yeah,
Hey,
you can bomb.
we don't need it, so... Anyway, that's everything I wanted to show this week. I'm going to go ahead and try and backtrack to Ridley, so we can show off Ridley. Maybe we'll get there before the end of the stream.
You got 20 minutes.
Anyway, Big Kraid was like a huge reveal in Super Metroid, and then they kind of ruined it. And we're going to go ahead and Narpus Sword it again, because that's faster. rather than backtracking through Kraid's lair, because I don't want to have to deal with the verticality of it. Because that's a little tedious. Oh, I did mention that we're going to do Justin Bailey too, but we'll do Narcissist first. Justin Bailey is going to take like 2 seconds.
I don't remember what Justin Bailey is.
You don't remember?
No. I mean, I probably know. But...
Anyway, I mean, as far as the original Metroid goes, I don't see any reason to get a hold of any copy except for Zero Mission, because you get the original Metroid with Zero Mission, as you can see. So that is an argument that there is no reason to bother with the original NES version.
Well, it's not like find. Actually, I wonder how hard it would be to find. Let's look on eBay.
That's actually a good question. I wonder which one's worth more, Zero Mission or the original cartridges. So I got Zero Mission through the Virtual Console on the Wii U, and so far I think that's the only official means other than the original cartridge.
You can get a Metroid Zero Mission cartridge for $7.95.
Really? Oh, well, cool. Just get that. Just get that and legally rip the ROM onto your computer, and you're set.
And you can get a 1987 Metroid cartridge for about $20.
So the original is worth more. I guess that shouldn't be too surprising.
Although it's weird, I'm seeing two different covers. I wonder if this is the original Japanese color. Yellow label.
Interesting. Well, if it's the Japanese cartridges were short like Super Nintendo cartridges.
Oh, then no. That's weird. I never saw a yellow label like that. I always saw the traditional gray background cover.
You know, as long as we've climbed halfway up this section, let's go ahead and show off the entrance that is blocked off because of the bosses.
The one that in Zero Mission is just two back-to-back statues?
Yeah. Just kind of show what that is. Technically, I could have backtracked from Turian to show that off, but... I remember I watched the Summoning Salt video of Metroid speedruns. And I think there's a way to get past this without actually killing Mother Brain. Or I'm sorry, without actually killing Ridley and Kraid. That's what I get for
Oh yeah, I remember that.
multitasking.
That was one of the first Summoning Salt videos I watched.
Oh, that you watched. I was going to say, he started with Mario Kart, didn't he?
Did he?
Okay, so how this works is that when you kill Kraid and Ridley, you just shoot these statues, then a bridge appears. And I don't remember what they did I think that they did some kind of weird glitch with the door that kind of warps you to the opposite side of the room or something. I think it's really cool that the speedrunners go to all the trouble to find these glitches.
Oh yeah, no. I was at first I didn't like glitch speedrunning because it felt
Cheating.
Yeah. But I do like that usually most games have glitchless and glitched.
So Dr. Octorocket was asking if the sticker on the cartridge was yellow or if the cartridge itself was yellow.
Oh no, the sticker was yellow.
Interesting.
It was like Samus with just a bright yellow background. I'd never seen that cover before.
I wonder if that's like a bootleg.
It could be. I know bootleg carts are pretty common nowadays.
Yeah. Anyway, it's really so. Somebody said, "Is this the best remake, or is Zero Mission the best remake ever?" I think it's up there. I think they did a fantastic job. You look at the map, and it's basically the same as the original, but they just made it so much more dense with content. I can't really imagine a better way to. And most of the upgrade locations are exactly where they are in the original. I don't know if that was a decision because if it's not broke, don't fix it, or if...
Well, doing this halfway thing where they add some additional content but stick with the original layout pretty closely that's a really hard line to walk.
Sure.
So often when you add little pieces of content like that, they're just awful. Like they did that with Final Fantasy VI and it was awful. They did it with Chrono Trigger and it was awful.
Right. Sure. Yeah, they did it marvelously, I think. All right, I'm gonna get lost in here because I always get lost in here.
Probably. Oh, I forgot about the little shot guys. They didn't have those guys in the remake.
They did. They just didn't look like that. I think they look like spinies or something.
Oh, I like these guys. They look like little electricity guys.
So this area does so much damage to you. Like, the Varia suit is optional in the original. They didn't have, like, you know, the rooms that hurt you because of the heat or whatever.
Yeah, they don't gate you.
And the big thing with the original Metroid is it's just so much, like, cut and paste imagery that makes it so hard to see where you're going. And this is the biggest BS moment, is finding that,
Knowing that's there.
in order to progress.
Which really, if you didn't have a guide and you were just running around this game in 1990 or 1987,
Right.
good luck.
You had to have the power, the Nintendo power.
You did need the power, the Nintendo power.
Okay, so the classic series used a yellow background in the box, so is that like the greatest hits that they used to do before digital distribution took over everything?
That sounds right. It looks like the kind of thing that they would have used for the box cover.
I don't know, do they do greatest hits now? I guess Nintendo might do it. They haven't done it for any of their games yet, though. I can't get Mario Odyssey for $20 yet.
Well, yeah, that's because they just charge $60 forever.
Yeah, that's their decisions these days. I think I just keep going. No, this is it. Luckily, you have the high jump when you get in here. I think you get the high jump in this area, which makes it really hard. And there's Ridley's entrance.
Oh, wow. Second printing. So, growing up, I had first printing.
And I love the music in Ridley's lair. Alright, I think I just go to the right. There's so much space that just isn't used in the original Metroid. It's almost like they built this to be remade. It's like you have all this space that you can use and still be true to the original.
I like that this area doesn't run very well, and so they just took the backgrounds out.
Oh gosh. It's a good thing I'm invincible, although I may get myself into a soft lock if I can get myself into the wrong position, so I have to be careful. In fact, that's a reason to maybe possibly save state at this point, just to do it. I think if I get in a soft lock, I guess we're just done at that point. Alright, we want the second... This door is what we want. On the plus side, though, it does make Metroid really easy to just kind of go and target the bosses. One of the reasons why you go into the other areas is there's often missiles in there. In fact, there's one section that the only point to it is that there are 5 missile upgrades in that section.
It's the missile zone.
Yeah. Oh, great. Can you not get through this? Okay, maybe I had to go around.
Can you go up above?
I'm going to see if I can go under. Nope, okay.
Is there a way to get up above? Can you, like, freeze enemies or something?
I don't think so. I think I have to go around. I just took a wrong turn. Wait. No, I didn't go through the right door is the problem. I went through the first door I found, and I'm actually supposed to go through the second. Even using a map, it's easy to get lost in this place. So, in combination with the really strict energy rules, where if you die you always respawn with 30 energy, it's really hard to play this game because of how punishing it is. So if you do decide to play the original Metroid today, there's a mod that makes it so you can see how many max missiles you have. It adds a map, and I think that it may add either it adds like places to refill your health, or it makes it so you refill health on spawn.
Yeah, but the threat of having to annoyingly refill your health if you die is what creates tension.
See, not even Dark Souls makes you do that. In fact, Dark Souls brings you back at full health every time and gives you 5 Estus flasks to heal yourself.
Bloodborne does.
Yeah,
Actually,
that is a criticism of Bloodborne that I think is legitimate. Somebody argued that they actually like that aspect of Bloodborne, but whatever. I mean, you can make that argument, and you can make the exact same argument you just made for Metroid, that it makes it that much more foreboding. And I don't know if I can argue with that. Like, I say that the Metroids are the scariest in this game because they're actually threatening, and that makes a difference. Like in Zero Mission, they were just way too easy to deal with. And here he is.
Oh, look at him.
So guess what alien... So if this game is inspired by Alien, guess what alien he's inspired by?
Sigourney Weaver.
Anyway, if you have the ice beam, he's a joke.
He's like, I'm so smart and tactical.
I am the clever death.
No, don't shoot my projectiles.
That man knew my one weakness.
With his manly man arms.
Oh gosh, speaking of cute, you should look up the manual version of Ridley. I'm totally going to flash a picture of that, like the Japanese manual version of Ridley. I'm totally going to flash a picture of that across the screen here before I put this on YouTube. Alright, we have one more thing that I wanted to show off, and that was the Justin Bailey code. Alright, let me go ahead and... I know it's Justin Bailey is the first part.
I don't know if I'm looking at what you were talking about, but he looks ridiculous.
We're gonna have to share pictures after the stream and make sure I get that right. He's like cute.
He looks like a Mario enemy or something.
I will definitely have to flash that across the screen. Oh, there's an E in there. So this is the infamous Justin Bailey code. You just put in Justin Bailey, a bunch of dashes, and you start as... I think you might put zeros in for a different result, because I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to end up here.
Oh, it's how you unlock.
But you start as Zero Suit Samus with 255 missiles.
Oh, wow.
So...
When did they make her Zero Suit blue? Because it was obviously originally red.
I think that she's red because it sticks out on the background better in the NES. You know, we talked about that before, that the palette being such an important part of the 8-bit sticking out. So I think it was Zero Mission that made her blue. I don't know why they went with blue, but I guess it's because the Metroids have red on them. So I love her ball form. Just cracks me up.
It's just her head.
Anyway, I don't remember if you take less damage in this form or more damage. It's really a shame that you couldn't combine shots in this game, because the wave beam is actually kind of fun in this game, but the ice beam is just so much more useful overall. Like, you saw me use it on Ridley. Now, I think you can hit Ridley with normal shots, and having the wave beam does give you the ability to do damage to him that way, but freezing his shots and then just shooting missiles in his face is, of course, the dominant strategy there.
Sure.
I don't know if there's a way to refill missiles in this game other than grinding enemies, though, so missiles might not be the most optimal choice if you're speedrunning. So that was the Metroid. That was the original Metroid and Metroid Zero Mission. That is the beginning of our exploration of the Metroid story. as you saw, there's not really much to the original Metroid story. It is some pirates found some Metroids, and these Metroids are bad for them to have, and so you are sent to kill them. That's about the extent of it, but it is a nice springboard for a continuing series, especially going into the second one where things get dire quickly. But that is all we're going to show for this week. Next week, we'll be doing 3 demos. Nick will be unavailable, so it'll just be me. We'll be doing 3 demos. If there's any requests for demos, just let me know in our Discord. And thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next week.